Hey, good morning. So, you see from this paper, I got this old-timer pocket knife for Christmas. Comes with a limited lifetime warranty, which basically says don't have one. Unless it's grossly made wrong, what you got's what you got. It says 240 teeth, and it's a pocket carving knife. It has 6 blades. It says old-timer. Pull these out. That is like a chisel. That is what I would call the carving blade. I'm putting these back in as I go, because I don't want them all out at once. And that's like a V chisel. That's like a gouge. Different gouge. And a big wide gouge. So theoretically, if you were out somewhere, you could do some carving with this, and some more intricate carving. But let's see how it works. So it feels okay in your hand. It's a little bulky and maybe a little heavy. And this is what it came with. Not use it very much. Comes almost sharp. As you can see, it's not perfect. I'd say that by the way this is doing, that blade isn't sharp the same along the whole entire edge. If you catch the right place, it'll cut good. Look at that. See, it's not that sharp. Which, that's fine. Should a knife come sharp? Yeah, because that's a good foundation to build on, and the manufacturer should know how to do it correctly. But in reality, you can do that yourself. And most people do that themselves. See, it just isn't very sharp. So I can strop this and get it sharp. That's not the issue. Feels okay. It's a little bulky in your hand. You get a good feel on it. There's several problems with this knife. First off, it's not a flat grind. To me, this is a rough out knife. I don't know that I want to do fine carving with this because of that angle. There's a major problem with this knife. The blades aren't locking. I can be careful and I can carve with it and do everything, but eventually I'm going to put myself in a position where that blade is going to collapse on me. I got to put my fingers on the same side as the knife blade, so when that collapses, it's going to hit my fingers. I don't have a lot of experience with non-locking knives because I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to be super careful every time I'm carving. Now, this does have its appeal. I can go anywhere with this. I can put it in my pocket. I got a few minutes, I can pull out a piece of wood, I can carve. Hey, that's good. But in reality, don't like the non-locking blades. Now I can go ahead and sharpen this. As dull as this is, I'm going to work it quite a bit. And when I looked at that with the light on the edge of the blade, I can see imperfections in the blade. So that isn't a very consistent edge. I don't know if that's intentional, but to me that's a problem. I've got to take all that out. So there's just a little bit of sharpening. It's better, but see that? A sharp knife wouldn't do that. And even when it cuts like this, I can feel resistance. A sharp knife would not fold like that. So I'm going to spend quite a bit of time getting this as sharp as I absolutely want it. If I would carve with this, I want to wear 2 gloves. I want to protect my hand, and I want to protect my fingers. To wear a glove on this hand, you lose so much dexterity and feel for what the knife's doing, but you really don't carve as good. So I have to be real careful when I use this. So now I've got to be real careful. I've got to pay better attention. I don't want to do that. So I can probably carve with this and be okay. Probably. Okay, so what about the utility of these? Well, now I'm using it like this, and I'm going, wow, that's incredibly dull. So when I'm using this, to me, I've got a greater chance of that blade collapsing. Of course, it's not going to hurt me as much, it's not going to cut me as much, but it's going to smash my fingers. When I'm carving like this, I've got a lot better chance of it closing on me. Here's a V tool. Now the V tool I've got to pull toward me. Wow, now that is dull. That comes incredibly dull. There's really no way I can use that by pushing away from me unless I go with my left hand. I'm right-handed, so hell no, I don't want to do that. This is going to take quite a bit of effort to get these sharp enough to actually use. I have a real problem with that because pulling a V-cut toward me is not what I'm used to. I'm used to taking a chisel and pushing away from me. So I kind of got to learn how to use that all over again. Or switch to my left hand, in which case I've got to learn to use that all over again. Let's pull all the blades out and take a look at them. So there's the 6 blades. Gouge, 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 straight chisel, V chisel, and carving knife. On the surface, this looks good. A lot of options. But I've got to learn how to use it all over again because I'm not used to pulling toward me. It seems like a good idea. To me, it would take a lot of effort to get used to using these accurately. I've already put all that effort into using standard chisels. I almost want 2 knives. One that has this blade with a very narrow case, and then this bigger case with 6 blades that are specialty that I won't use as much. My opinion about this knife. It's a good idea, and if you're traveling a lot, probably good. If you're camping a lot, maybe it's good. But if I had a choice, I would take a regular carving knife, fixed carving knife, and use it. It seems to me that a knife that wants to be all things to everybody isn't going to be very good to anybody. Everybody has a different opinion. If I ask 50 people for an opinion on this knife, I'd get like 40 different answers. And a lot of people use this and love it. I'll use it some. Use it when I travel and away from the house maybe. In my opinion, a regular carving knife with 5 palm chisels is almost as portable as this and better in the long run. And since I got this as a gift, I have no idea how much it costs. Okay, so if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.